First tonight, two of the state's biggest homeowners insurance companies want to raise rates an average of more than 30%. And we've been reporting on California's growing homeowners insurance crisis for years now, as policies become more expensive and even harder to find. Insurers are pausing or limiting business, citing rising costs and risk. So tonight, ABC 10's Becca Habegger looks into what Allstate and State Farm are asking and what it could mean for homeowners.
Reporting by the San Francisco Chronicle this week reveals Allstate is requesting the largest homeowners insurance rate hike by a major insurer in the past 3 years. The company is asking the California Department of Insurance permission, as it's legally required to do, to raise the cost of homeowners insurance policies an average of about 34%, the department tells ABC 10. But that average represents a huge range across some 350,000 policyholders. Some customers could actually pay less if this plan is approved by as much as 57%. But at least one homeowner's rate would increase by 647%.
Just because they are asking for these rates, number one, it's not going to happen tomorrow. And number two, it has to be approved. Every single part of it has to go through the Department of Insurance.
Insurance expert Carl Sussman of Sussman Insurance Agency says it could be months before the Department of Insurance makes a decision on this request, which, by the way, Allstate originally submitted back in April of 2023. Allstate told the Chronicle, our payments to help California residents recover from accidents and disasters have increased significantly in recent years due to higher repair costs, more frequent and severe weather, and legal system abuse. Allstate's last approved increase was an average of about 4%, and that was back in April of 2023. State Farm, California's largest home insurer, submitted a more recent filing just 2 weeks ago, seeking an average increase of 30% for homeowners insurance, 52% for renters, and 36% for condominium owners.
Interestingly enough, State Farm's request at 30% is slightly different because they are asking for their increase not based on anything other than financial solvency, which is a slightly different process they have to go through.
State Farm says it's working toward its long-term sustainability in California. Rate changes are driven by increased costs and risk and are necessary for State Farm General to deliver on the promises the company makes every day to its customers. The Department of Insurance tells ABC 10 State Farm General's latest rate filings raise serious questions about its financial condition. This has the potential to affect millions of California consumers and the integrity of our residential property insurance market. Using my authority under Prop 103, I will investigate State Farm's financial situation, adding nothing changes today for State Farm policyholders as a result of these filings. We are going to lead with facts to make sure Californians are protected. State Farm's last approved increase was an average of 20%, which went into effect back in March.
As bad as it is to hear about policies and rate increases being submitted, there should also be a part of you that says, okay, there's activity, right? Where there's activity, there's the potential for change.
Change like more insurers returning to do full business in California, which could ultimately lead to more competitive prices.
All right, let's get to our resident expert home insurance leader here at ABC 10. She has been following all of this for you guys. And Becca, I have to ask you, we know that a major deadline is coming up for some policy overhauls, right?
Yeah, you know, as we've reported, California Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara unveiled something called the Sustainable Insurance Strategy back in September. It's a package of proposed regulations that would give insurance companies more and better tools for accurately pricing premiums. And in turn, the department says customers would see a big improvement in the availability of insurance policies and more credit for the work they've done to protect their homes against wildfires. And you know, Alex, the commissioner says his goal is to get these new regulations in place by the end of the year.
All right, Becca, as always, thank you so much for making us all understand what the heck is going on, because it is a complicated topic.
Very
so thank
complicated.
you very much. All right.